Welcome students. Here in this video we are going to discuss a very interesting and important topic from the chapter complex numbers. This topic is conjugate of complex numbers. Very interesting and very important topic. Okay, so let us start this video. Let z is equal to a plus ib be a complex number. This is called standard form. A plus ib is called standard form of this complex number z. Okay, so conjugate of z which is denoted by z bar is equal to a minus ib. Just we have to change the sign of the imaginary part. In standard form, here a is real part and b is imaginary part. So by changing the sign of imaginary part, we get conjugate of this complex number, and this is denoted by z bar. Very interesting. Okay, and there are some basic properties of conjugate. Basic properties of conjugate of complex numbers. First, if z1 plus z2 sum of two complex numbers and conjugate is over both the complex numbers z1 plus z2, then this is equal to z1 conjugate plus z2 conjugate. Correct? Second, similarly there will be negative sign also, positive and negative. For both the signs, the rule will be same. z1 plus or minus z2 whole bar, whole conjugate is equal to z1 bar plus or minus z2 bar. Similarly, for multiplication also, z1 into z2 whole bar means conjugate of product of two complex numbers is equal to product of their conjugates, means z1 bar into z2 bar. Okay, so we need to remember that this conjugate, this bar has been distributed over both the complex numbers z1 and z2. So conjugate of product of two complex numbers is equal to product of their conjugates. Correct? Third, similarly for division also, z1 by z2, this whole bar is equal to z1 bar upon z2 bar. Correct? Fourth, double conjugate of a complex number, z1 double bar will be automatically z, because z is a plus ib, so z bar is a minus ib, and again if you apply bar over here, z double bar is equal to a plus ib, sign of imaginary part will be changed, so finally it becomes z, a plus ib, so therefore this is equal to z. And finally, when you will study about the topic modulus of a complex number, in that video also we will discuss one more property, that z into z bar is equal to mod of z square. Okay, so these are very useful laws, useful properties of conjugate of complex numbers. And geometrically, what is the geometrical significance? Geometrically, in any complex plane or in any axis system, this x o x dash is a real axis and y dash is called imaginary axis. Suppose ZA plus IB is given here, then with respect to every complex number, there is a point which can be located, which can be expressed with the help of this complex plane, or this is called R plane also, or you can say in axis system in this plane. So if suppose Z is any complex number, okay, A plus IB. So this can be represented by suppose any point P with coordinates AB. A is along real axis. That's why x-axis is called real axis, because the real part of this complex number will lie along x-axis. Similarly, B is imaginary part. This will lie along y-axis. Okay. So if this is AB, which represents a complex number ZA plus IB, then its image of this point P along this x-axis, suppose this is image of point P dash, then this is equal to A minus IB. X coordinate will remain same, but y coordinate in fourth quadrant will be negative. So coordinates of image of point P is A minus IB. So geometrically, conjugate of any point P in the Argand plan is image of this point P along x-axis. Correct? Very interesting. So this is very basic concept of conjugate of a complex number. So remain in touch with these videos. We have to discuss some more important topics. Wish you all the best.